What if fairies, the glittering tricksters of Celtic woods, the little people in native stories, the beings who steal cattle or children in old folktales aren't just fantasy, but travelers slipping through from a parallel dimension? I first brushed the thought in Ireland, standing on a windswept hill marked by a fairy ring. A perfect circle of mushrooms no farmer dared disturb. The guide, half grinning, half serious, warned, "Step in there and you might not come back the same." To most, that's superstition. To me, it sounded like physics wrapped in folklore. Fairy tales are everywhere. The She in Ireland, the Essay in Japan, the Dune Day in Latin America, the little people in native traditions. They come in different clothes, but the behaviors rhyme. They live beside us, yet apart. They guard their places fiercely. They trick, they gift, they vanish. That universality makes me wonder, are they not made up, but glimpsed across cultures? Descriptions of the same phenomenon. Beings bleeding in from another layer of reality. Science offers cracks for such thoughts. Quantum theory suggests multiple dimensions, parallel universes stacked like pages. If those dimensions sometimes overlap, maybe the fairies are simply natives of a nearby page. Stepping sideways, they shimmer, vanish, reappear, because they don't belong fully here. To our eyes, that looks like magic. To them, it's just movement. From a native perspective, the idea fits easily. Elders say the world has layers. Above world, middle world, underworld. Spirits travel between. Some are friendly, some dangerous, all deserving respect. My grandfather used to warn us about the little people in the hills. Don't whistle at night. Don't mock them, or they'll lead you astray. That's not metaphor. It's protocol for dealing with neighbors we can't quite see. Think of fairy time. In mythical, person spends a night in a fairy mound and returns to find 100 years gone. Topisisis. That sounds like time dilation. A place where clocks tick differently. Fairy food that traps mortals forever could be energetic binding, a resonance pulling you fully into their dimension. Imagine walking through a misty forest at dawn. You feel a shift, a quiet that hums. Ahead, lights flicker blue, green, gold, too low to be stars, too high to be fireflies. Shapes move, small, delicate, or tall and strange. For a moment, the forest feels doubled. Then the moment passes, you stumble back into ordinary woods. But part of you wonders, was it a dream, or did you step across a seam between worlds? Here's the chilling thought. Maybe the reason fairy encounters faded in the modern era isn't because they were fantasy. Maybe it's because we stopped honoring the seams. Highways cut through fairy mounds. Forests fell. Rituals vanished. We drowned the old pathways in noise. The fairies didn't leave, they simply withdrew to their own dimension, closing the door behind them. But sometimes, cracks remain. Pilots report strange lights pacing their planes. Hikers vanish without trace in forests. Children speak of little friends only they can see. We dismiss them, but maybe those are moments when the dimensions overlap again. If fairies are beings from a parallel dimension, then our stories of them aren't childish tales. They are field notes, warnings, advice, testimony from ancestors who knew the seams better than we do. And perhaps the next time we see a flicker of light in the woods, the right response isn't laughter, but respect. Because what we call fairyland might just be the next page over, close enough to touch if the veil is thin and you dare to listen.